Hey everybody, welcome to another live stream of what we're doing here on Raid Shadow Legends. This is, of course, for the Za Lord's Guard. You can look at for us under the code of DFAE, or as I like to say it, DeFae, because we are creatures of Fae, being in the Za Lord's Guard. Um, and if you don't know what the Za Lord's Guard is, you need to read a book series called The Dresden Files by an author named Jim Butcher. Start at the beginning. It's chronological. You'll really get confused. You won't enjoy it as much if you don't start at the beginning. But one thing I want to point out is we recently had in our inbox 1,000 of these little lightning bolts. Okay, and I mentioned, I think yesterday, that you should be really careful as to when you use them because, well, it'll max out your energy and you will no longer be earning more energy. So what I did is right before this happened, I went and did a multiplay where it just kind of goes automatic for like 30 turns on the old Minotaur. And what I did is I don't know how this works. So I went and I zapped all my masteries for a character who I really messed up all my masteries on, and that's Robar. Robar, I was not getting near what I should on Robar. I just basically went straight down on defense, straight down on offense, straight down on defense, and it was a mess. It was not showing him doing any good whatsoever. So on Robar, definitely do not go straight down like I did, straight down on defense. It was worthless. I found there is, let's go on to this. I found that there was a cheat sheet that I found, and I will link that. Hopefully, I can link that on the website at nerdsdrinkwhiskey.com/raid, which is the web page for the Za Lord's Guard, and all these streams, all the past streams that I've done, will be on there. But this shows a guide. This one is for basically the clan boss or the demon lord, or I believe it's the let's see here. It is for the clan boss and the dungeons. So if you want to do really good on the clan boss and the dungeons, you're going to go here. If you want to go really good on the arena, the campaign, faction wars, you can go this way. But this is a little cheat sheet, little guide, and so this is kind of what we want to do. Now, I don't care as much if I have to choose between these two. I'm going to go on the one that is going to help me with clan boss and dungeons. So I'm going to go for this one, Robar boss. That's what I'm going to do. And now I kind of probably need to follow these kind of guides on all of them, but I don't know how much that's going to take. I may zap each one of my champions every time they do a big old 1,000, 2,000, energy lift, or maybe when I have enough gems. But so I'm going to go through and do this, redo this the correct way, and see if this makes any difference, and see if it beefs up my buddy Robar, because he's just not that impressive right now. But let's see here. Deadly Precision. Let's see. We're going to unlock that. All right, there we go. Now the next one is, let's see, those two. So we're going to go right there. And then this guy. And then the next one is down, and then we're going to go, wait, is that really? Oh, okay, so Singled Out and Whirlwind of Death. Okay, Singled Out and Whirlwind of Death are the next ones we're going to do. Okay, so there we go. Single Out, Whirlwind of Death. And let's see, and then right below it, we're going to go for Bring It Down. And then whatever this one is, the Axe. Cycle of Violence. You know, we could always use a Cycle of Violence, I guess, right? Okay, and then, and remember, you won't be able to go through your masteries this quick. I'd kind of prepped this by using 1,000 of the energy bolts on a little over 1,000 of the energy bolts in the Minotaur before I did this, because you guys don't want to see me grind out 1,000 energy. That took it took a couple hours. So, but looks like the next one is Kill Streak. Let me see here. That would be Kill Streak would be just right there in the center there. The skulls, I believe. Let's see. The skulls. The skulls. Okay, we're gonna do the skulls. Okay, here we go. Bloop. All right. And then let's see. Then we got War Master, and let's see, War Master, and that is going to be right in the corner there. War Master, okay. Hey, and that one is done. Now, I find it interesting that I have other options here, but it's not telling me to use any of them. So it tells me to keep these blank, and maybe that's to keep masteries for the defense. I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to go for the defense. We're going to start with Defiant. Again, I went right down the thing. Tough Skin, Blast Proof, Rejuvenation, Shadow Heal, Resurgent. I just kind of went all the way down here and got all the stuff I shouldn't do other than Cycle of Revenge. So here I'm going to go Defiant, Improved Parry, Bloodthirst. Defiant. What? You can only unlock better. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then what was the other one? Let's see here. Right at the end there. Okay. These things. Okay. And then let's see. What is that? Wait, what? Okay, we got Bloodthirst, Harvest Despair, and Retribution. Okay. Bloodthirst, Harvest Despair, and Retribution. Okay, now the only thing I have left on here is Cycle of Revenge. So I find it interesting that we don't have any of these others, that they don't recommend any of these others. Not sure why, but I may have to research that out as I learn more about the game. But for now, I'm just going to go straight up and down on the cheat sheet, and we're going to go to Cycle of Revenge. And there we go. Oh, and now we're all maxed out and we don't have any other options. So that is the way we're going to do it. And as you can see, it's that. Notice I have the exact same thing on all of them. They're the exact same. So that's Robar. Robar is now set up to be much more powerful. So hopefully I'll be able to do a lot more damage with him. Now, what I'm curious about is how many do I have? I wish there was a way to look up masteries on somebody other than what you got. I'm wondering if I should zap this guy's masteries. I don't know if I have his masteries. His masteries are actually quite a bit lower as well. But I'm going to look into redoing Richtoff the Bold's masteries as well. But now that he's all set, and we've reprogrammed our masteries for Robar. Let's see, that gives him good for the clan boss and the dungeons. That's what we set him up for. So clan boss and dungeons. I do not have anything for clan boss right now. I don't have any clan boss keys. I actually used them up just now. But I do want to point out something. We got some people in here that are like LLAP. Hate to single you out, dude, but what are you doing the hard before we've tackled the normal and the easy? That makes no sense, especially seeing as you only did 7,000 worth of damage on this guy we're not going to defeat. If you notice, when you defeat them, you get 2 treasure chests. So there's no way you're going to get 2 treasure chests on hard, number 1. Number 2, you have a minimum. So you have a minimum here. This is 3 million. You're not going to get 3 million damage on him. So you don't get any treasure chest for going against hard. So you should be going against normal and easy. And with only doing 77,000, you should probably focus more on easy right now. So, newbie mistake, and that's fine. That's cool. Not going to kick you out of the clan or anything. I'm just saying that you're going to get more bang for your buck if you go after easy, and then when easy's totally defeated, go after normal. We got people in here, obviously, me and Katana and some of these other people that are always in the top. We've got some pretty high ranking characters. I'm 60, 47, 40, 45, 57. But and if you're getting in the millions, hey, go right on ahead. But John O and Crafty, you guys should be going after the easy clan boss. We need some people we still need people to attack the easy clan boss, and you're going to get more bang for your buck if you do that. So, with that, Vapor Rub, she's the current queen of defeating the easy clan boss. She's gonna let's see what kind of with 5 million in there. She's definitely going to get 2 of the when he's defeated. She's definitely going to get 2 of the biggest warrior chests available. So, if you're getting in the thousands, and if you have a K at the end of your thing and not an M, that means you should be in the easy. If you have a M, then go for the normal. We'll all get there eventually, and we'll eventually get to the point where we will be defeating the hard guy, and it will be worth our time to do it. Right now, you'll get a little bit, but as long as you do enough damage. But yeah, you got to do at least, it looks like about just under 3 million in damage before you get anything for going up against the hard demon lord. So keep that in mind. But now that I've done that I got 20 lightning bolts that I've saved up. Let's see how much better he does against the Fire Knight. Now, I have, we're going to do something dangerous here. I have never gone up against him. Oh, you know what? Let's go for stage 10. My best time is 3 minutes and 45 seconds. But I just beefed up one of my champions more than he ever has been before. We just went through the cheat sheet. Let's see how well that cheat sheet pans out in this battle against Stage 10 Fire Knight Castle. I may get my butt totally kicked. Maybe not. Let's see. There's my buddy Robar right there. Got him in there. I actually don't want to have it that way. Let's see. I want this guy in the lead. Then this guy. Let's put him there. And these two in the back. So I fixed Robar up pretty nice, but I still think he might be one of my weakest characters. So, but anyways, here we go. Let's see. Take a couple sips of my coffee while I watch this. I have no idea what's going to happen. I've done level 10 before, but I kind of try and stay away from it because it used to be a really close call. Looks like I'm doing a lot better here. He hasn't really scratched. None of my champions even have a scratch on them so far, so that's good. Usually I found that with things like this, once they start showing any kind of damage, that's a bad sign. Okay, they got a little bit of a scratch on them, and it looks like the Fire Knight has pretty much no damage. He's repairing as fast as I am attacking him, so that is not a good sign at all. This might not pan out too well for me. So I don't know. Still trying to figure out what I can do to get Robar up more powerful. He just does not see. I've heard that he's an okay champion, but my experience, I've just not had a lot of luck with him. He's as you can see there, I think he's the one right there that's about to fall. He usually is the first to fall. And he's got that more squared axe. Whereas the other one's got the T-shaped axe. Yep. Okay, there's Robar. I think Robar just went down. And yeah. Now my one female champion, she's really good when you're trying to... Oh, I did get a victory out of that. Okay, I got a victory. And my best time, I did improve my time. It is now 2:19. So that's impressive. It did work. So go and I'm gonna put the... I will put the guide on there to the cheat sheet. I will put that in the show notes at nerdsdrinkwhiskey.com/raid. And check out whoever did the homework on that. Must have done a good job, because that is my best time. I've improved my time by more. Yeah, it's about a minute and a half, I think. So that's good. I don't have enough energy to go on the next level yet, but I may try and do that. So I think I'm going to call that a success. Because yeah, I got an improved time. So that's kind of what you want to do. You want to just a lot of this stuff is kind of evolution, not revolution. But improving all your masteries in going into the dungeon and going after the Minotaur. These divine scrolls, you will find that as you're going through them, you're not going to get a massive increase, But once you're finished going through all these mastery scrolls, that's when you are going to notice a massive improvement in your results. So I highly recommend going through the Minotaur's Labyrinth. Get as far as you possibly can. As you can see, there are when you start out with stage 5, it's just these lower level masteries, and then you got this higher level mastery that comes in, and then if you can get up to stage 11, a little Spinal Tap reference, it goes to 11, and there you go. If you're 30 or younger, you probably don't get that. But there was this movie called This Is Spinal Tap, and it made fun of all the rock and roll cliches of the 70s and 80s, and it was way more on the nose than it really should have been, which makes it quite iconic for us old guys. But anyways, yeah. So, and then if you get high enough, you can get these guys right here, and they really help. So once you enact them, so anyways, that's I think I've gone for almost a half hour, which is kind of a record for my live streams. I try and keep them kind of short, but had a lot to cover this time. Totally nuking all my masteries of a champion, rebuilding it from the ground up. It took, like I said, well over 1,000 light energy bolts, and several hours to prep. And then, like I said, once I got started with this live stream, it took about a half hour to actually actually engage into it. So that's, I would say, what was it, about 1:30, I think. Actually more like 2, so 2 to 4. So yeah, I'd say plan about 3 hours. 3 hours and over 1,000 lightning bolts. That's what it takes to completely redo your masteries. So be prepared. If you haven't spent your 1,000 energy bolts yet that are in your inbox, I highly recommend using it to up your Minotaur, up your masteries. Also, this is why you want to keep hoarding your gems. Make sure to have your gem mine as upgraded as possible. Do whatever you can to get that all the way up. So that way you can have. I've got mine at my max level, so it's level 3 out of 3. It produces 1 every hour and 36 minutes. It can hold 15, but you should probably be just constantly keeping that empty to make sure it's always got room to accrue more. You never know when you're going to be forced to be away from the game for a little longer than you like. And so that gives you almost a full day of time in between that. But whatever you can hoard in this game, if there is no limit, like there's no limit on your silver coins, no limit on your gems, those things that there's no limit on, just hoard them like as much as you possibly can. Your shards, hoard your shards as much as you can. Get them as high as you can. Your things like lightning bolts, your energy bolts, and your arena coins, those have a limit. So keep them as low as possible. Keep them as far from that limit as you possibly can. If you get a clan boss key, if you have a clan boss key, there's only 2. So use them as you get them. Don't let it get up to, unless you can make sure that, you're going to be there right the second that it hits number 2, don't let it get all the way up to 2. And if you have more than 2, use those suckers up. Go in there and I think we saw that the easy clan boss has a ton of room left on him. So we really need to start attacking the easy clan boss. So, yeah, so don't leave it all up to Vapor Rub, man. Vapor Rub can't she can't be expected to destroy the easy clan boss just by herself. So you guys got to go in there and help her out. So anyways, I think that's it for the day. If you have any questions, please feel free to give them in the clan chat. I actually don't even go to the global chat anymore. The global chat has nothing to offer me, so I pretty much stay in this clan chat all the time. And if you just post your question there, me or Katana or one of the other high-ranking players will take care of it. A lot of times that's what I'll use to cover on this show. And the really good questions I see in there. And if you are not a member of the Zalor's Guard, search for us with the code DFAE. And as you see, we have 30 out of 30 members, so you're going to have to wait for me to kick somebody out. But there's always somebody that stays away from the game too long. He's only been away for about 2 days, so I'm going to let that stay. But Master Macy has been around, again, 2 days. We're going to let that go. But every once in a while, you get somebody that 2 days, yeah, okay, Orc Raider, sure. Otherwise, I think Orc Raider is a pretty active player, so we're going to let that go. But eventually, you get a player that has not logged in for a week, and I will boot them, and that'll give you room to put in an application, and your application will show up right here. And that's just looking at our code DFAE. We also have a bunch of invitations. I haven't sent any invitations out in a long time because we're full. So now I'm pretty much going on people that apply. But yeah, eventually I will kick some people out and there will be room in the clan. But until then, feel free to apply with the code DFAE. If you're not part of the Zalor's Guard, are you really even playing? We like to have fun. We're a casual clan, and we definitely, I strongly encourage, and in fact, I kind of enforce that everybody is friendly and casual and that we have fun. If you take the game way too seriously, you probably won't like it in our clan. We're not hardcore and anal retentive about it. We like to keep it casual and keep it fun. So, all right. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys again at 4 o'clock Pacific time. That's West Coast in the United States. That's when I go live. And like I said, if you have any questions, put them in the clan chat. See ya.